outside in nature. So this particular reading is going to be another subscriber request. This is going to be on G Dragon, which is a Korean, it's supposed to be one of the biggest Korean writers, songwriters, rappers. I think they said that he was from the group Big Bang, I believe. Okay. So this is to my subscriber who requested this reading. For his reading for G Dragon, I'm going to use the Egyptian Tarot, okay? I'm going to use the Egyptian Tarot for him. This is a pretty new deck. As you can see, it's very plush, right? Pretty new deck. I got this deck, I think, on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. So if you guys are watching this, make sure you thumbs up this video, like this video on your way in or on your way out. And if you want to see more content on your favorite celebrities when it comes to tarot readings, love readings, drop it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask, is to subscribe to the channel. All right. And like this video, of course. Okay. So let's tap into G Dragon's energy. And I do want to say before I start this reading that I do not know any of these people personally. I am simply a tarot reader. Oh, I need to stop saying simply. I'm not simply a tarot reader. But you guys get the gist. This is just tarot. It's for entertainment purposes only, okay? So do not take anything that I'm saying as the end all be all. Obviously, I do not know who G Dragon is personally, nor does he know me. I'm here in America, right? So I do not know any of these people. I know nothing about these celebrities. I'm not affiliated with the industry or Hollywood or anything like that, okay? So everything that I am saying is for entertainment purposes only, and it is, of course, allegedly, okay? So don't take anything that I say personally. Don't take it as the end all be all. However, with that being said, my intention is that my readings are as accurate as possible, that I'm picking up on the messages that need to be said when it comes to the celebrities, okay? Respectfully, of course, all right? So I'm not here to expose or to, do any of that. All right, so when it comes to G Dragon, give me a clear and precise message for the Korean pop star, G Dragon. And shout out to my subscriber that requested this reading. Show me the energy of G Dragon. Thank you. Okay, so the first card that came out for him is the Ace of Swords. Okay, somebody's ready to talk, which makes sense. The Ace of Swords is a card of communication, so I know he's a musician, obviously, so he's using his voice a lot, he's using his words a lot. He's a songwriter, I believe I heard as well. Okay, next card that flipped out for him. Now this deck is a new deck, so I don't really know, some of them I don't really know how they correspond to the regular traditional tarot. But they're showing me him here. So he's very regal, very, I don't want to say proper, but he's someone that he speaks his mind, but he could also be he's very disciplined. That's the word, disciplined. He's very disciplined. So when he's focused on his music, songwriting, that's what he's focused on. And I think that's what makes him very successful, is that he is a great communicator, but he's also very focused and very dedicated. The number 4 on the corner here talks about foundation. So he has a very strong foundation. He's very grounded, okay? Like I said, very strict with himself. So he has a strict regimen of how he does things, okay? Okay, what else? He could be a Scorpio. The swords could also talk about air signs. So he could also be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Okay. So the Scorpio energy could be like, there's a side to G Dragon that is very deep. Like he's able to go deep into his emotions. Like he's able to feel things deeply, which is probably what makes him a really good songwriter, right? Because songwriting is creative writing, is creative expression. So you need to be able to tap deep into the emotion, the feelings of things in order to create great music, right? So I think that's what he does, and that's probably why I'm picking up on the Scorpio energy, because Scorpios are able to dive deep into their emotions in that way. But like I said, he could be an air sign, so he could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You guys let me know in the comments, okay? What else for G-Dragon? Show me career, finances, love life. Okay, so they showed me the love life. All right. So the King of Cups. So King of Cups he's definitely a lover. He could be very romantic, but he's not someone that gives his love away easily. Like, he's not the Knight of Cups. He's very mature. Okay, he's someone that is very mature. He has a mature approach to love and the way that he sees relationships, okay? But he doesn't offer his love to just anybody. Like, he thinks before he acts, okay? This is someone that also could make you earn, like, as a, you know, if he's dating a woman, like, that woman almost has to earn his love, okay? But the King of Cups is someone that is loving, right? This could even represent like a husband or someone that just, you know, is emotionally intelligent. So he's able to understand women's emotions, men's emotions. He's someone that is mature, okay? And he says what he means. Like, he doesn't say anything that he doesn't mean. But he is open to love, because if you look here, there is a heart in this cup. So he is offering his cup of love here. So he's definitely open to the idea of love and things like that, okay? And here goes the water sign again, right? So we have the Cancer symbol here. We have him on crabs. You know, he's stepping on a crab there. So he could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or, like I said, he could be an air sign, okay? Okay. So the next card that, well, this kind of flipped over is the Six of Swords. So I feel like mentally he could have gone through some mental, I don't know, something was going on mentally. It could have even been something that he was overthinking about, but he does get into a better headspace about it, okay? So maybe there could have been like drama or gossip surrounding him, but he moved away from that, okay? He moved away from whatever this is here. The Six of Swords talks about mental clarity, okay? You're clear on something. There's a truth that comes out about something that gives you like, oh, okay, now that I know this, now all of these things make sense. So it's like he gets an aha moment, or something becomes clear to him where he moves away from maybe gossip, slander, into a more peaceful place, okay? Whether it's mentally or from his fans, okay? There's people like walking their dogs and taking morning walks and stuff. It's so beautiful out here. I'm sure you guys, so beautiful. The sun is trying to peek its head out, but you know, we'll see if we get lucky. Okay, what else for G-Dragon? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups, clarify the Four of Cups with the Six of Swords. The Four of Cups could be closed off emotionally, but clarify this. Why is the Four of Cups here? Okay. So we have the Lovers. Yeah, so he's definitely could be in a relationship or open to love. Okay, the Lovers talks about it could talk about a relationship, but it could also talk about making a decision, having to make a decision between two people. The Four of Cups could be a disappointment. He's bored. Something is boring him. He could be dating someone and this person is boring and he wants to date someone else, or there's like a decision that he needs to make between two people here, because this is him. This is G-Dragon's energy, and there's two women. There's one woman that's a bit more conservative. There's another woman that's more seductive, but he's attracted to both. And it's hard. Like, he's trying to make a mature decision between these two women here. Okay. But the Four of Cups does talk about him being bored. Like, what is this here? What's the Four of Cups? Clarify the Four of Cups here. Clarify the Four of Cups. He could be bored with the entertainment industry. He could be bored with it. But clarify. Clarify the Four of Cups. The Seven of Wands. So he's tired of having to defend himself against people. I don't know if Korea is like America, where there's like bloggers and, people that blog about your life and like gossip columns and things like that. He could be tired of that. Like, he could be tired of being in the blogs or being in gossip columns or just how the entertainment industry is ran. He could be tired of that. He may feel like this is outdated. The Seven of Wands talks about somebody like defending themselves, but having to choose your battles wisely. Like, not everything requires your attention. Like, people are going to talk about you, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, right? People are going to talk about you if you are a celebrity, if you're in the limelight, hence why I'm doing celebrity readings, right? Because people care about celebrities. People sometimes care more about celebrities than they do about, the regular everyday people, right? So he could be tired of that. He could be tired of having to defend himself, having to defend his words or things that he said, or having to defend his decisions, okay, because he's in the public eye. But he's choosing his battles wisely. Like, he's choosing to sit this one out, right? Like, he's choosing a very grounded, very mature stance, okay? But he is bored. I feel like he's bored with like the entertainment industry, like the dark side of the entertainment industry, where, people are constantly talking about you. People can, create lies about you and say things that are untrue. So I'm not talking about the fans that love him. The fans that love him, I feel like he loves his fans, right? The King of Cups is someone that is their heart is open. Their heart is pure, right? They have great intentions. So I feel like he loves his fans. I'm talking about the other side of the entertainment industry where you're constantly being talked about. People could make up stories about you and people run with it and believe it, right? Gossip, slander, things like that. I feel like that's what he's tired of, and he's just bored with the way things are going when it comes to that, okay? Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom with the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords. Okay. All right, what else? Was I correct in that message that I picked up for G Dragon? Clarify with the Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, the Queen. Yeah, so maybe people could be talking about him. The Queen of Pentacles. So there's a woman that's showing up. This woman here is the Queen of Pentacles is someone that is very rich. Okay, she's wealthy. She is luxurious. She's really good with money. Could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo, or another earth sign like a Capricorn. Okay, but this is someone that is very wealthy. Like, she has her own money. Whoever this woman is here, this could be a business partner. I'm not really getting a love relationship, but there's a woman that's showing up in his reading, or this could be him embodying that energy, okay, of the Queen of Pentacles. But this person is also holding a balance beam. So I feel like with the balance beam, this is something that it's like there's like a something that needs to be balanced. There's a decision that he needs to make between two people with the lovers, and he's trying to figure out what the best thing is to do in this situation. Like, what is my best option? Okay, do I choose this person? It doesn't even have to be two women. It could be whatever the decision is. But it's like, okay, do I choose this woman or do I choose that woman? I'm using it as an example. Do I go with the, the more conservative approach, or do I take the more practical approach with the Queen of Pentacles? Okay. And I feel like he's trying to weigh out the pros and the cons. Like, how do I go about this here? Okay. What else? Can I get one more card for G-Dragon to clarify this message? You guys, if I keep wiping myself off, it's because this table that I'm sitting on here has like, this table, it has like all kinds of ants and bugs crawling on it. So they're like getting on my clothes. Yeah, this is definitely a choice he needs to make between two women. Look how the cards came out. So we have the two queens that are coming out here, the two women, like I said. And then in the middle is the 7 of Wands. So they came out. Let me see if I can show you guys. It came out like this. Let's see. So it's like, here are the two queens, queen here, 7 of Wands, and then another queen there. So he needs to, there's definitely a decision that he needs to make between two women. The Queen of Hearts, there's a woman here. So the Queen of Hearts is clarifying the King of Hearts, right? So this would kind of represent like the King of Cups energy in the traditional tarot, and the Queen of Cups. So there is a match here. There's a woman that's a match for him. And I feel like that's who he goes with. He goes with the woman that is more, that he's in love with. It's like the other woman, he loves her, but there's one that he is in love with, and that's the choice that he goes with. He follows his heart. This woman is his match because we have the two pairs, okay? If it is in fact a woman, whatever it is, it definitely has to do with like emotions, because his center card is a cup card, the 4 of Cups. So it's like he's bored, like he feels like something is missing, like, maybe he's single. I don't know much about G-Dragon's like love life, but his love life is showing up in the reading as well. And I'll usually pick up on that energy. But he could feel like, I'm bored, like I don't have someone that is for me that I can truly share my life with. So it's just like he's just bored with the way things are going. Not saying that he's unhappy, but he doesn't really feel fulfilled emotionally, okay? There is something missing here emotionally. But there are women that are showing up in his energy with the two queens. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely a choice between two women, but they're equally, both of the women have great attributes. So the decision is very hard for him to make, because it's like they both are great women in and of themselves, right? They're both coming out in powerful position as queens, but there's obviously one that has his heart. And I feel like this is the match, and it's coming out in that way. So the way the cards came out is the King of Pentacles, and then you have the Lovers card in the middle, and then the King of Cups, the Lovers, and then the Queen of Cups on the bottom. So he does make the right decision for him. Okay. I kind of want to pull more cards. I want to see, clarify. Give me 3 more cards, and then we can close out his reading. Give me 3 more cards here for G-Dragon. So he could be tired of bloggers or like the media talking about him and his relationship and things like that. He could be tired about that. It's so crazy because I'm doing a reading exactly on that. So we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so there's action being taken here. He's taking new steps towards what? What is this here? Clarify the Ace of Wands. Thank you. The Nine of Swords. Okay. Yeah, he's cutting people off that he feels backstabbed him. He does feel betrayed here. Where is this betrayal coming from? Clarify this energy. Where is the betrayal coming from? The Seven of Cups. Okay. He needs to be very careful with the decisions that he makes between now and the next 7 to 9 months. He needs to be careful whatever decisions he makes. I feel like with G Dragon, he may say things or do things and people may take it differently or distort it. The Seven of Cups talks about somebody that has options, but they have to use their discernment to make the right decision. So it's still something about decisions that he needs to make. There are people, there could be people that he feels, not saying that this is actually happening, but he may feel like there are people that are taking action towards him that are betraying him and betraying his trust. And he may feel like he can't trust people. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands and the Tower on the bottom. So this is like destruction here. Something is being destroyed. Something that wasn't working, that was weak, is being destroyed in order to build something new. Because then his next card is the Wheel. Okay. Yeah, he may feel like the public talking about his relationship had a negative impact on his relationship. So he kind of feels betrayed by that and he's tired of that. He could even be someone that maybe drinks. I don't want to say he's an alcoholic, but he could be, you know, a bit of a heavy drinker. Or he drinks like when he's stressed. Like when he's stressed, he can, like, you know, take a few shots of whatever, you know, whatever he likes to drink. He could be someone that is like a stress drinker. If he's stressed out, he wants to have a drink to feel better. But there's definitely something that he feels betrayed. The Nine of Swords talks about worrying. It talks about, you know, mentally being in your head. It could even talk about overthinking or feeling like you were betrayed. Even though this is not the Ten of Swords, it's the Nine of Swords. I do still feel an energy of like feeling like, you know, I feel betrayed by this person, or I feel betrayed by the media, or something that has to do with like, communication. So it could represent the media. Okay. So that was G Dragon's reading. All right. I feel like I may need to do a part 2. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And I will see y'all on the next one. And I might see you guys out in nature. All right. Bye, y'all. Peace.